Economic dependence and cultural diversity are the bedrock upon which elites of ex-colonial states attempt to construct a functioning state apparatus, a viable economy, and a sense of nationhood to surround and enshrine an emergent order. The achievement of national integration is sought in language and educational policies, cultural and ideological programs, and the structuring of access to and distribution of available resources. It is basically for this reason that a number of governments in the Third World require highly educated youth to spend a year of service to the nation after they leave higher institutions of learning. Hence, the National Youth Service Corps in Nigeria, which started operating in 1973, amidst great publicity, has since become an established part of governmental and student planning. According to available statistics, over 5 million graduates have passed through the program, serving in a variety of jobs and vocations. However, the effectiveness of the Nysc, notably the extent to which it actually produces the aimed-for benefits in Nigeria, have come under serious debate. About 2 years ago, a member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Awaji Inombe-Kabiante, sponsored a bill proposing that the National Youth Service Corps be scrapped. Abiante, in his explanatory memorandum of the proposal, gave reasons why he believes the Nysc should be scrapped, noting that incessant killings of innocent corps members in some parts of the country due to banditry, religious extremism, and ethnic violence, coupled with the fact that public and private agencies and departments are no longer recruiting able and qualified Nigerian youth because they rely heavily on the availability of corps members who are not being well remunerated and get discarded with impunity at the end of the service year without any hope of being gainfully employed, are some of his reasons for sponsoring the proposal. This debate was, however, refuted by other members of the House who insisted that the scheme offered better advantages than demerit. Hence, the scheme continues in Nigeria. In the spirit of the 50th year celebration of the scheme, however, Alive News spoke to some serving corps members who shared divergent opinions. While some believe that the scheme has been impactful, others insist that it should be scrapped. Many of those on the negative, however, concentrated more on the inability of the remuneration offered by the federal government to cater for their needs while serving and the pain of going back to join the labor market after their service year.
Depending on who you ask, NYSC is a very bad thing for this country because the NYSC now, once you get your NYSC certificate, you are guaranteed a higher chance at getting a job in Nigeria. If you decide not to do your NYSC, it will be more difficult for you to get a job than for those who have done NYSC. You see, there are people who are footing their own bills, who are living on their own, who wanted to, let's say, graduate and then use this time to do something more beneficial to them, more beneficial than the 33,000 naira that they are paying us. So, a lot of people see it as something that has taken away their time that they want to use to develop themselves in other areas and aspects.
I camped in Sokoto before redeploying back to Abuja. Although it was a short period of time, I was able to meet with a lot of people. I had an Hausa friend. That was the first time I'm interacting closely with a Hausa person, and my orientation about the tribe changed to an extent. So I feel like it has fostered unity.
Seriously, the youth are suffering because before I came to CAM, I always feel like after the NYSC, after Said, somebody will have something to do and do that. But with what we are seeing with our past corpers, that is when you know that yes, the real struggle have started. You don't have to stay at home because this 33,000 will not do anything for somebody. Somebody will ask, if you ask some of the corpers, they will say they did not save anything for that 33,000. You have to start a real struggle. To me, the government should try and do something about this NYSC. Maybe once somebody is done with the service, he should be able to have something. At least they should try to fix them. People that are in health, they should try to fix them in some part of the section of the hospital so that they can get something to do than going out without doing anything. They'll just go back home.
it has been helpful in some ways and also hasn't been helpful in some ways. I believe that the system could do better in terms of when we are done with service, because literally not everyone gets job after service. I feel I should create a scheme. No, they do decide, we have the side, but I don't feel the side is enough for people to actually move in. Most people don't want to go into businesses. Most people want to work in organizations where they can, okay, as a career person, not everyone wants to go into entrepreneurship. Some people want to go into entrepreneurship, some want to go to a white-collar job. So I feel like they should create room for white-collar jobs, not just teaching us about side.
Speaking further about the continued existence of the NYSC in Nigeria, Professor of Political Science and former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Atahiru Jega, who chronicled the achievements of the program during the opening event of the 50th anniversary celebrations, also highlighted some similar issues of economic benefits both for core members and staff of the organization, stating that for the scheme to effectively deliver on its mandate, the federal government must prioritize welfareism, else make it voluntary instead of a mandatory service.
The best schemes introduced in this country for national unity, for national development, where the energy, the resourcefulness, and the expertise of trained young men and women is being deployed for national service, but their potential is undermined by a number of challenges and constraints. And we must retain this service, but we must reposition it in such a manner that it can provide not only value for money, but that it can have even more substantial impact for national progress and development as we move towards the next 10 decades.
Reacting to Professor Jaga's submission, Bayo Lawal, the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, opposed the idea of making the scheme voluntary, but agreed that state governments need to do more in seeing to the welfare of serving core members.
No state takes less than 2,000 NYSC. And so we must make conscious and intentional decision as to how to take care of these young ones, because they are our future. And this challenge goes to the governors directly. Some of our governors do not take the welfare of the NYSC seriously. I will speak for your state. Anybody is posted, any NYSC posted to Oyo State is guaranteed some basic welfare package. And we make bold in Oyo State to say that we rank about the fifth of the states that are giving adequate welfare to our NYSC.
Despite the varying argument for and against the continued existence of the NYSC program, one thing is evidently clear. More investment is needed in the area of youth empowerment, as this will help to unlock the creative abilities and maximize the gift and talents of Nigeria's largest age group and population. This will also set the nation on a trajectory of overall growth and development. Olubenga George, reporting for Alive News.